Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry. If you didn't know, Country Transports LLC, independent contractor / owner operator with Schneider National Inc. Brand new 2024 Freightliner Cascadia 126 custom with my own branding on it and all that doohickeys. It is Monday. Yesterday I took off. I didn't pick up the camera Sunday. I just did that load and rested and just unwinded, and yesterday I wanted to be in a crappy day anyway. So anyway, it's Monday. I picked up this load in I'm attached to a trailer right now. I picked up at Global Logistics or something in Houston, about 10 miles away. It's just a bunch of pallets. I didn't know what it was when I had the order, but just a bunch of pallets is what it is, going to Georgia Pacific up in Corset, Arkansas. Now, upon pre-trip with this thing, I noticed that the rear driver's side mud flap and mounting bracket, the whole mud flap assembly, the mud flap set was gone off the trailer. I feel, again, like a yard jockey strikes again. Yard jockeys do more damage to the equipment than anything. Now, since the trailer is company equipment, it's Schneider equipment, not mine. Of course, they're liable for it. So I am now at the Houston Van Operations Operating Center in southeast Houston on Center Street. I've been here for about an hour now. I went and talked to them when I got here. He's like, man, I'm sorry, I've only got one tech today. Nobody showed up for work. It's probably going to be a couple hours or more before I can get to you. So I'm like, all right, fine. That, my friends, is a DOT violation. Not having a mud flap, they can pull you over. I'm not sure if that's right to pull you over, but if I do get pulled in for an inspection, that's definitely a DOT violation. I would imagine they could pull you over just for that too. They can pull you over for anything. Even if it's not a rule where they say you can pull you over just for that, they can randomly pull your ass over anyway and just add that to you. So they don't have to have a reason. So yeah, I have to get it taken care of. So I drove the 8 miles from where I was to here, and I'm just waiting now. I was planning on getting this load dropped off this evening, even though it's not scheduled in the morning. That's 384 miles from here. Company GPS is 7 hours and 17 minutes. Trucker Pass says 8 hours, 15 minutes. They usually kind of meet in the middle, so about 7.5 hours is what I'm thinking to get there. And if I get out of here anytime soon, then I'll be able to get very, very close, because the reason I want to get there either today or first thing in the morning is I have when I booked the next load, the system said it was only 175 miles away, but actuality it's 225 miles away. So I've got to be there for a live load before 1500 tomorrow, 3 o'clock. That's that load from Batesville, Arkansas to Waco, Texas. So and that delivers on Wednesday, and I was hoping to be there around 10 a.m. to noon Wednesday. It was kind of my window of drop off, so I could still look for something that day, which I think I could do that Corsicana load down to Dayton or Houston. I just don't want to book it right now. I think it was still on the board when I looked earlier. I just don't want to book it right now just because, well, this is a delay I wasn't expecting, for one. And you never know what's going to happen during travel, right? So you don't book. I don't want to book it right yet. But if I can get moving here shortly, I'll go ahead and book it this evening if it's still there. It should be. Because I think I'm going to need to do a reset. 10, 20, where am I at right now? My hours are 10, at least 10, 5, 25, 26. If I do that one, that's going to be 5. Yeah. So once I get that done, I'm going to have to do a reset. You can't really do much with 10 hours. Unless, you know what, you know how I was talking about that Corsicana load to Houston? It's like $440 or whatever for 190 miles. Now the load pay for that, it's 2+. It's good pay. The problem is having a deadhead from Dallas or Houston back up to Corsicana. Now, it kind of dawned on me yesterday. Like, hell, if I could find a daily load, because that Corsicana load seems to be like a daily thing. And if you're in Corsicana and you ain't got shit else to do and you just want to run back and forth like a yo-yo all day, then hey, go right ahead. But if I could find a load similar to that from Houston back up to Corsicana or Dallas and that whole area there, I would do that every day. If there was an everyday delivery from around the Houston area to the Corsicana area, and then get that Corsicana load back to Houston every single day, it'd be $1,000 days. Right at $1,000 days. I would do that all day long, every freaking day, and be one happy camper. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find any Houston loads that go up that way to make it work. Not saying they won't ever be, but if I can find, that's like the ideal circumstance. If you can get into an area to where you have, an area, a load brings out loads every day, and then you got another area that brings out loads from where you're at going back to there. If you can do that, shuttle pulling all day long, $900,000 every day, that's the dream. One is your mileage ain't going ridiculous. You're putting less wear and tear on the truck. You have that consistent payday, the consistent rates. Fuel costs would go down. That would be ideal. But this is not an ideal world, is it? Anyway, this things that I'm looking at, I know I said in my last video, don't go to Texas, it's bad. And I took this run back into Waco because it was a damn good rate. It was a good rate. So we'll talk about all that stuff later. But yeah. Life of trucking. Right now I'm waiting here at the Houston van yard, and because the reason I'm calling van yard for there's two OCs in Houston. There's an OC on the west side, which is the bulk yard. I mean, you can still go to them whether you're not bulk or not, and this is over here is where all the dry vans are. Again, you can still come here if you're not dry van, but this is the van ops, over there's bulk. So yeah, anyway, that's it for now. I'll hang out here until I get moving, and then we'll chat later on. I was in a daggone shop for 4 hours and 8 minutes. I can't even really afford to stop, but I gotta use the restroom, so I'm stopping here real quick at this Stuckey's truck stop off I-10, and gotta get back on the road. All right. Hello, YouTube again. We just parked. We are at a Love's in, where are we at exactly? Monroe, Louisiana. So when I left that Stuckey's, that last truck stop, I haven't stopped. Just straight driving. It is what time is it local? 8:20, 8:19, whatever, 8:20. Been here about 10 minutes. Did my post trip. All the tires are good. No damage anywhere. Put my padlock on the trailer. Just a bunch of pallets, but if I got to park somewhere overnight, it didn't have a seal on it. Just pallets. They don't put seals on that stuff. I could have put one of ours on there, but I didn't. But since I got to park at a truck stop overnight, I'll put padlock on all my loads. If it's just a straight through, I don't worry about padlocking it. But if I got to stay overnight somewhere, I padlock it. The pallets are a valuable commodity these days, right? But, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Y'all know I don't like driving late. I don't like driving dark at night. Now, there are advantages for it. And truth be told, when I was driving my taxi, I preferred driving nighttime. And I thought for sure when I got out here, I was going to drive nighttime. Now, here's why I like nighttime. The advantages. There's no traffic. You ain't got to worry about shit hardly at all. And if someone's beside of you, look in your mirror, you see headlights. So it's easier to see people around you. That's pretty much the only advantage. The downside is why I don't like driving at night. Actually, though, in this new truck with these LEDs, as you saw in the video, there's some pretty bright-ass lights. So maybe, we'll see. But the biggest disadvantages of nighttime is you don't get to see the debris in the road. You're running over a dead carcass or any wildlife. You don't see any wildlife running out at you. You won't see any dead deers that are in the middle of the road that has been hit. In time enough to maneuver around it safely. You can't see your trailer. You can't see your tandem wheels, especially when you got to go into tight maneuvering areas. If it's not well lit, it's just hard to see when you got to make a sharp turn. And there's a big drop off of the road there. You don't want your tires to go off the road. It's just. Hell, even the lane departure system goes wonky at nighttime when it gets dark out. It's like it picks up false negatives, but it still goes off. And if you don't know about these Cascadias, the lane departure warning is sort of like a digital rumble strip. Think about you driving down the road and you get over on that rumble strip, right? Along the side of the road to let you know, hey, you're going out of your lane, get back over. That's basically what these things are. It's got sensors on the truck that notices the lane and the lines and all that shit. It even gets wonky at night, but during daytime, when you go through construction zones, you can mute that shit. I think the mute works for 15 minutes or whatever, but then it turns back on. You can't ever turn it off. But you don't really want to keep it turned off, but sometimes you can. But anyway, like I said, it even gets wonky at nighttime. It's just aggravating, pain in the ass. But we are now 120 miles. Hold up. This thing says 50 miles. That thing says 58. So we're about 55 miles away from our delivery. Now, why did I work this late when I don't like to? Well, because when I was at the Houston yard, I lost 4 hours. I could have been there 3 hours ago, right? Anyway, that's trucking. But I got called today from my BOR, or BOA, and she said that they were bugging her, asking if I was going to be there on time tomorrow for my next delivery tomorrow, because there's an open delivery window from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. for a live load, or live load. So I was like, listen, on paper. Yeah, I should be dropping this load off around 7 a.m. in the morning. And then when I booked the next load, the system said it was 175 miles away. I think I told you this already, but it's actually 225 miles away, which adds an hour drive time. So I told her if I can get this load delivered at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll be out of there by 8, probably about a 4-hour drive, be there around noon o'clock. By noon o'clock, be there around noonish. So that's what I told her. But then again, that's on paper. I can't account for variables. One, how I didn't realize I was going to be in that shop for 4 freaking hours, for one. And you don't know what traffic's like. I went through a couple bad wrecks today, and I saw one wreck. It was just a pickup truck off on the side. It was in construction zone. Pickup truck just off on the side of the road, not overturned or nothing. But I did see a body bag. Maybe someone had a health emergency and ran off the road. It's hard to tell. I don't know. But I saw a gurney out there with a body bag on it. I don't know. But that was somewhere in, it was on off I-10. So that slowed us down for I lost about 30 minutes there. And I'm on 165 north in Louisiana. And there's no rest areas there. So what I did, I wanted to take a 165 all the way to 20, hit 20 east for 5 miles and got off of this exit here, which is where there's a Love's. And I got to the last parking spot. I don't know how this is available, but it was. Maybe someone had to pull out, whatever. But I started to go to the fuel aisle, go in to get some Chesters, and then find a spot. So well, chicken sounds good. I was like, now let me get a spot first, because yeah, I was going to park up there, kind of like my creative parking, right? They got plenty of room between the pump exits and the lot exit, which is where right there there's some trucks parked over there along the side. You know, officially no parking area, but you know, it gets late. There's 170 spots in this place, judging by trucker path. But it gets late, you know, you got creative parking you got to do. I had to do creative parking last night, actually, so, and I don't do it very often. I prefer to be in a spot. That way I don't get woke up for no reason. Anyhow, yeah, but why did that work this late? I mean, I don't mind the time-wise, because once we get later in the year and it stays daylight longer till like 9 o'clock, I will drive as long as I can while it's daylight. So there's a reason I told you I didn't like it, but there's also, or like driving at night. But anyway, the reason I decided to do this is because I said I would. Remember that saying that I've said numerous times? You've heard me say it. Do what you have to so you can do what you want to. This is what I want to do. I love this shit, man. This is what I want to do. So in order for me to be able to be successful and continue doing what I want to do, I need to get these. If I'm saying I'm going to do something and get something there, I'm going to do everything I physically can to do it. Now, I have an hour left. Now I'm at 41 minutes. I had an hour left on my 14-hour clock. Again, but in this area, this is as close as I can get to where I was confident to where I could find a place to park and just get up in the morning. I'm an hour and 20 minutes away, apparently. There's no other stops between here and the stop. There's no other stops between here and there. Nowhere I could have parked. No rest areas. Nothing off of this I-65. Or it's a 165. U.S. Highway 165. So, in Louisiana. So, this is as far as I can get. It's like 7 straight hours. Is that what it was? What's my HOS say? Hours. Hours of service. No, it wasn't 7 straight hours. It was 7 hours total drive time. But this driving session here, huh? 13, 15, that's 3, 2, 24. What is all this crap? Why is it? Okay, there's that. 24. Oh yeah, then I weighed 38. Then I stopped at the Stuckies. Oh yeah, hour and 6 from there. Then I did a yard move because I was in traffic for a little bit. 5 straight hours. Okay, 5 straight hours besides the whenever you're in traffic and you're going like the tablets here set at Schneider. I guess it don't really matter now, but if you're a company driver, if you're in traffic, you're gonna get paid by the mile. You're gonna get paid so many cents a mile. So, but with Schneider, you get that $10 an hour on duty non-driving pay, right? So, if you're in traffic and you're staying below 20 miles an hour, put yourself in yard move, TRFC for traffic, and hit continue and submit that. Go into yard move. That way you're getting an hourly rate as long as you're in there. Now, once you go above 20 mile an hour, it's going to kick you back into drive. So if you're staying below 20 for this entire time, whether it be an hour, 2 hours, whatever, that 20 bucks you'll get is going to be a hell of a lot better than that 90 cents you're going to get for the mileage. Pro tip for you company Schneider drivers out there, and any other company that offers hourly pay. So anyway, it's now 8:30. I'm going to go into the back. Do I want Chester's? I've been doing really good by not spending a lot of money these days, so that's good. Not spending a lot of money is like in a truck stop, so I'll probably just make me a couple sandwiches. But I still have one of those meals, that gumbo meal in there as well. I don't know. But I got a Walmart cart set up too, so when I get back into Houston later in the week, I'm gonna get a hot skillet, and so I can start cooking in the truck. I already got a few New York strips in the cart, and some broccoli, and some peppers, and onions, and mushrooms, all that good doohickey. So I need to add butter. So yeah, I'm gonna start cooking in the truck more, and start working on my physical. My mental's okay now. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I still have a temper. I get stupid sometimes, but as far as my first reaction being, "Get out of here, kid! You're bothering me," I'm thinking, how can I help you? What can I do for you? I want just to be a good person. I'm surrounded by good people, and I want to be equally as good and the best I can be. So my mental's there, not 100%, of course, but I still, like I said, when I get the temper, I'm still pissed off. I still get pissed off. I'm an angry, hurtful man. That's just not my default anymore, so that's a good thing. So now I need to work on physical. I need to make sure I can stay within. I can get healthier, stay DOT legal, so I can continue doing this, because I have plans. I have quite a few people I want to involve in these plans. So I need to do my part to make it happen. Anyhow, I'm jabbering. I appreciate all you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in and supporting the channel. Yeah, let me get. I'm gonna call it a night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, I'm not going to bore y'all with any road footage for this morning, but I woke up and I did my 10-hour break was like a 10.5-hour break, and I got up, I fueled there at the Loves, and I drove straight here. I got here about an hour ago, about 1 o'clock, a little later than I was, like 1:15. But I've been here for an hour. There was 3 trucks in front of me. I got 1 truck now that's in the door that I need to get in. Once he gets in, I back in, I get loaded. It's Bad Boys Tractors and Lawnmowers. Tractor Supply Load. So spring is coming, y'all. Summertime's coming. I'm taking some lawnmowers to Tractor Supply in Waco, Texas. I'm assuming this is a lawnmower place, so it's 126,000 pounds, decent load. It's 511 miles from here, 512 miles from here. So I'll knock a couple hundred of that out this evening, and I should be there tomorrow around noonish. I'm still looking for. I booked a load actually for tomorrow afternoon, but now that since I got here, I'm like, I don't know how long I was going to be till I got here. So I was going to be here, so it was the load going down. I forget the name of the town, but down below San Antonio from Waco, which would have been nice and quick. But I couldn't guarantee that I could be there for an 8 a.m. Thursday appointment. But it seems like the trucks were moving pretty quickly, so I might have been able to do it. But anyway, it's already taken off of me. I might reschedule it depending on what time I get out of here, and go from there. But in the meantime, I'm just going to wait here until I get into the dock and get loaded up. So I'll hit you guys up in a little while. All right, we are just now parked. It is almost 6 o'clock, 17:56 p.m. I'm just tired. Woke up rushing this morning. I'm just kind of drained. Ready for a nap. I really wish I could do sleep or split. if I could do that, I'd probably just take a nap and go on some more. But I'm only like 300 miles away now. I did like 200. Let me give you some precise numbers. Let me open up the navigation again. Come on, Linda, open up.
Continue southeast.
I drove 175 miles. Hang on, y'all. And we are back. That was my boy KO, the life of KO. I don't even know where I was, but yeah, I'm parked. I'm just going to go ahead and sleep. I don't know. I'm going to walk in, have dinner. I'm going to go to when I drop this load off tomorrow, I'm going to, it's in Waco, but I'm going to go over to Wilmer, to the OC. I'm going to do some laundry, get showered, and just take advantage of the benefits of an OC. And then Thursday morning, when I pick up that load in Grand Prairie, that goes down to Houston, I'm going to do my reset down there. I'm going to start my reset. It'll be like Thursday afternoon. I'll start my reset. And then Friday, maybe even Thursday afternoon. While I'm there, my buddy's going to, I told you, I've been saying it for a while, I need to get a head cut. I'm getting all this crap off. It's gone. Gone. Well, it won't be all gone, but I'm getting my head cut tomorrow. Or this weekend, without a doubt. And then a couple other things. I'm going to go down to the Houston Parts Place and Accessories. I forget the name of it, but I'll find it again. And go get some hubcaps for this thing. And whatever else I happen to see that's cool for the truck. And just hang out. Have a few drinks. And then Saturday, finish out the pay period strong. The pay week strong. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'll have 4 days left on the pay period. Like after these 2 loads get dropped off, this is my first load of the new pay period. This load here pays $1273.80. The next one from Grand Prairie to Houston, that pays $502.78. So for the first 2 loads, where this one here winds up being $1.74 a mile. This next one winds up being $1.43 a mile. The only reason I took that one, I wanted to get down to Houston. I got some more things I got to do down there. So, but once I'm done with my reset this time, I'm getting my ass out of Texas back up to the Midwest, so I can learn to run that area more efficiently than down here. But yeah, we should be good. So about 1,800 now. If I can do another 2,500. I'd be content to be a 4K plus week this week or this next period, and then get back up and get up north where the better runs are, and start learning how to make that 5 a week, 45 plus anyway. So anyhow, that's it. Again, thank you all for tuning in and support for the channel. Oh, I need to do a shout out. One sec. Oh yeah, this shout out goes to Tin Man 7329. A video or 2 ago, I was talking about how it took me so many pumps to get this thing to air down during the brake test, and he told me, which he's right, because he's like, your new truck has disc brakes. Try pushing in the HSC switch before you brake test. You should release 10 times the air and only pump a few times. And he was absolutely right. Now I didn't know what HSC meant, but I had to Google it, and I have an HSA button, but it was, so I wound up being HSA. Forget what the actual standard what it is exactly, but after I push that while I'm doing my brake test, I pump down 20 times back to normal again. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Tin Man 7329. You awesome, brother. Anyway, that's it. Hope you all have a great day and continue to have a great week. And we'll see you on the next one.